And I feel like this is the perfect spot. It's only 4 hours away from my hometown, and I get back and forth. My family could come visit me, and everything could be right. Everything could be good.
Khaleke, why did you decide to come back for your final year?
I always promised my mother that I was gonna get my degree, so that was the main reason. Um, football's not gonna last forever. You only got a couple years. Who knows how long your NFL career is gonna be? So you need something to fall back on, and your degree is the best thing. And also, I just feel like there was just unfinished business with the team and just me personally. I feel like we can do more, we can get farther, and we have potential to take it all the way.
You mentioned personal business. Like, what kind of personal business do you think you have to do in this last year to kind of
Um,
tie up everything into a
yeah.
bow, so to speak?
Just be more of a leader, more of a vocal leader. I feel like for me personally, I was more of a like, watch me, I'm gonna do this well, and I want you to, try to mimic the way I'm doing it type of leader, visual leader. So, just working on, being a vocal leader, and you know, it's all I like my sophomore year stats, were very good, and then this year, with like the two targeting calls and the very unfortunate calls, but they happen. So I still feel like I still have more to improve. I feel like I can get better at certain spots on the defense. Who will help me in the NFL.
Did those early targeting calls affect the way you played this season?
Um, I, I would say a little bit. You get two targeting calls in a row. So now, like you're coming up to making, you're coming up to make tackles. So you're like second guessing, like how I should tackle them. You know what I mean? But that's not an excuse at all to, why things happen the way it did. But it's whatever. I've been working on how I've been tackling in practice. We've been working on it with like bags and like using each other. Putting our heads to the side and form tackling well.
Which freshmen have caught your eye so far?
Um, I really like the running back, Zach, freshman running back. He's looking well, looking real good in the weight room. You can just tell like when a guy wants it, when a guy's like serious about his business. He's one of them guys. So I feel like he's probably number one.
Anybody on defense who stood out?
Yeah, there's a couple guys on defense like Daxton Hill, guys like Solomon and a bunch of guys stepping up too, like guys like Vincent Gray and Jordan Anthony's looking well, and Cameron Grone, all them guys are looking very well. They're coming together and they're starting to get the system down pat. So the future's looking very promising for them, and I feel like they'll have a big impact on this year also.
Khaleke, coach said that he might throw you into the running back mix if need be. Would you be ready to play running back, especially after all these years of playing on defense?
Yeah, I feel like personally I go out there and flip the switch to running back right now, but my main focus is defense. I'm doing whatever I can to help the defense come out on top, help us be the number one defense in the nation. But if the time comes and they need me on running back, I wouldn't second guess it at all. Anything I can do to help the team win, I'll be capable of doing that.
Have you had any plays as a running back in practice yet, or no?
No, I haven't. I haven't had any plays at all.
Khaleke, how much are you driven and this team driven by the way last year finished?
We just use it as motivation. We're heavily driven. We wanted this year very bad. For the seniors personally, it's our last go around. We got home games, like Ohio State at home and Michigan State and Notre Dame. So, I mean, it's just a great year, to go out with teams like that in a home game. Being able to come on top will mean a lot. And, yeah, it's because of the last year. It's time to go, Last year you'll be in the Michigan uniform, so you just want to leave a good impression.
How much does it grind you guys that Michigan has never been to that Big Ten championship game?
We think about it, but like I said before, we always just go day by day. We want to win each day. We want to be better today than we were yesterday. And we just use it as motivation that we never got there. Each year, I feel like we're getting better and better in a different way, and I feel like this could be the year that we break out and we surprise a lot of people.
A lot of people expect it. So expectations are big. Do you guys embrace those?
We don't really look at the expectations. We know what we can do, and we know what our goals is every day. We know what our potential is, and we know that what we have to do, we have to stick together. We have to play with each other, and we have to be about the team. We can't have no selfish players on the team because that will only do nothing but bring us down. So our main goal is to stick together, stick to the plan, trust our process, and become on top at the end.
Last question I have was just hoping to ask you one question about an opposing player. AJ Hamler from Penn State. I'm curious, maybe what challenges he goes to you guys, what you've never seen from the film, what maybe makes him a little bit more unique.
Yeah, he's a magnificent player. He's a player that we really got to focus on when we're playing against them guys. He's very quick, elusive, and he can really make the big play at any moment in the game. So he's definitely a guy who has potential. Whereas he going into his sophomore or junior year, sophomore year, so he still got one more year. But he's definitely a great young guy. It's looking very promising for him, and he's definitely a guy we have to key on. When we play against them guys. Yes, sir.
Jalen Mayfield, what are you seeing from him? How much has he improved since he got here? Is he a guy you expect to see on the field a lot?
He has improved tremendously. He has gotten stronger. He's looking good. His feet work is very well. Just seeing him in the weight room, he's leading the young offensive lineman. And he's just looking well. A lot of guys on our team has like great masters right now. Everybody wants to get better. Everybody wants to challenge each other to be better. And he's one of the guys who's really sticking out in the group. You're welcome.
What do you expect to be the single biggest change in the new offense?
What do I expect or what do I see?
What do you see?
Okay. The biggest change is more spread out, I'll say. We moved to a spread offense. They added in some RPO plays, which is, kind of tough for linebackers. I just see more together, more explosive, and more promising. The guys have higher energy, and it's looking great going into the season.
Khaleke, sorry if someone already asked you this. Harbaugh mentioned specifically Cameron McGrone and Josh Ross as a couple linebackers, a couple young guys who really impressed him recently. So what have you seen specifically from those guys? Not even just coming into this summer, but in the past as well.
Them guys are tremendous players. They're athletic freaks. Josh Ross is strong as an ox, and Cam McGrone is the same. They both got speed and they both have potential. I expect to see them both in this year, contributing to our success and just being guys on the field, being guys that they got recruited for, and being guys that we know that they can be.
Khaleke, Coach Harbaugh out there was talking about the Ohio State game. He said that this team has embraced the suck, I think was the phrase he used. How have you guys done that as a collective?
Just taking our losses and just using it as motivation. Why would you dwell on it? It will only hold you from being great and moving past the situation and trying to be better next year. So we're just taking, every loss that we had in this past couple of years as motivation to be better and to get where we want to be at the end of the season. We know where we want to be, and we know where our potential can take us. We want to be at the top. We want to be, a national champion. But the process to be a national championship is the best. It's better than the actual ending. Working hard every day, giving your teammates your all, your blood, sweat, and tears. That's the most important thing about, coming at top at the end of the season.
Beating Ohio State is one goal you guys have. It's not the goal. It's not the ultimate goal. But they were here yesterday. They were talking about their team up north workouts and punching bags with M's on them. Do you guys have anything similar that you guys do to kind of keep that game on your minds all year and in the offseason?
We have stuff we do, in-house. When we like to broadcast it, everyone knows. But we do things that we do as a tradition. But every time we play them guys, we know it's going to be, a war out there, a good game, because it's a rivalry. You can go look at, all the old YouTube videos and stuff and see the brawls and stuff like that. And see these guys like Desmond Howard and Charles Woodson playing with intensity and just seeing the way they play their hearts out. So we just want to bring that to every game. Every time we see them guys, we're going to bring that. We're going to bring that to every opponent we have. But that game, that game's the biggest rivalry. That game's the biggest game on our schedule, and we know, what we got coming when we see them guys, and it's going to be a war.